Okay, so I'm waiting for all the white parts to be dried and reviewed. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to do the last painting of this kit, which happens to be the inner frame and some of the weapon. I was originally going to do gunmetal, Tamiya's gunmetal, and then I was either doing that or I was going to do German gray. But I forgot I purchased this. This is Alclad II lacquer gunmetal. I want to see how this will work on this kit. So here's the inner frame of the arm. Let's see. First things first, you gotta understand this has already been pre-thinned, so you don't need to thin it again. Secondly, make sure that you apply a small amount of pressure. The one thing you don't want to do is spray this thing rough or fast, and then the paint, is used up quickly. It's also suggested that you use low PSIs on this paint. My airbrush only produces 40 PSIs, yet the instructions say to use. Excuse me. I want to make sure I got the right angle here. The instructions say I should use 15 PSIs, but my compressor is only rated for 40, and I can't clock it down. Something that I may want to look into purchasing a new compressor in the future. Technically, you want to get in the joints. That's the one thing important. Also, I believe this one, you have to open it up. Here's the sheen on the gunmetal before painting and after painting. It's pretty nice. I like that. I hope you guys do. Alright, so the body. I should have pulled the heads. admit, this gunmetal is far more better than the Tamiya version. I don't know if I have the Gunzo version, Mr. Hobby. Wow. It's pretty nice. You guys are getting the idea of what I'm going with. So let me just show one last item before I let you guys go, and then I'll work on my next part. The legs. Make sure I get the bottom part. Many of you are probably saying, why didn't I prime this part? Well, considering it's an inner frame, and if I prime it and then I'll apply the paint over it, I think I will probably reduce the mobility on this kit a little further. And the last thing I want is I can't move the kit because it's already locked into place because of the extra layer of paint. That's something you guys want to consider when making. You know what? I should have bent this. I'll leave this alone for now, but I should have bent it because, to show you an example of what I was saying, there's this hydraulic part here that needs to be exposed, so that way I don't want it to, if you pull it out, you will see the inside. So that's something I'm going to wait until it dries up. Okay, so let's finish up what we got, and then we'll review what I painted before. Okay, what you see here is a small sample amount of the parts that has completely been finished painting and dried. Again, for those of you who are new to the program, I painted this gun chrome. I applied masking tape over the parts in specific areas, and then I repainted it white. So let's remove the tape and see what the results look. We'll begin with the shield. And for those of you who don't know, after painting all the parts on chrome, I coated it with clear gloss, so it has an extra layer of paint over it. It's interesting. Okay. I did that, and hopefully it will prevent it from not overpainting. Like when I peeled the paint off, the tape off, it's not going to damage the paint. I may have to paint the inside of the shield. I didn't realize this. It's probably no big deal. Like, I understand the patience many people have when they do other type of camos like digital camo. This is, of course, nowhere near digital camo. However, it's something that I'm practicing on, so when the time comes when I do digital camo, I'm ready. Come on, get learn. Come on. There we go. Alright. What do you think of that? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Very cool. Let's begin with let's try the thigh leg. Sometimes you think, God, there has to be a better way of doing this, but with a lot of hard work and determination and, of course, patience, you can pull off results like this. I, for one, was not thinking this was going to work. But after seeing what's happening in front of my eyes, you have to wonder why I didn't do this anytime sooner. Sure, I did that on the camphor, but that was like a last minute idea. This one I had it planned. I see slight mistakes that I may have done, and I don't know if you guys will see it soon. At the end of this build, I'm going to do a nice photo job on this, take some photographs. Hopefully you'll like what you see. But this is really cool. Really cool. I also didn't realize that when I build the next kit, which I think the one that you guys were voting for was the OVA version of the Sinanju, I'm going to probably be doing the same thing again with repeated parts. Yeah. That, like that. And then the last one to show off will be the skirt. And the last one over here in the back. There we go. So this is what I was planning on doing for my Sinanju Stein. What do you think of this? Well, you think I'm almost done, right? Well, no, not just yet. Yeah, sure, I finished painting up all the other parts that was left over, and I pretty much think I think all my parts are painted. However, I'm gonna do one little surprise, just to, let's just say, seal the deal.